Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis and welcome back to another video. So today we're here in the office in Fusion 360. This is the software I use to create all my 3D models, and I wanted to give you guys a detailed look at the new version 2 of the Gryphon diamond bandsaw lower wheel. Now, I did have the video out a little while ago showing you guys the original one, which I'm still using. It works just fine. But I did take your guys' suggestions and made some modifications, as well as adding a sealed wheel bearing, which does make pretty much all the difference. And I do think in the long run, it will extend the life of this wheel. And yeah, so I want to show you guys that here in Fusion 360. We might go downstairs depending on what I got going on, but and I can show you guys everything on the saw. But either way, I want to give you guys a close look of this model, some of the features, and what really makes it stand apart. And I wouldn't say it's better than the original one, but it does have some features that do allow you to kind of have a little bit more ease of use when it comes to the diamond bandsaw. Now, one of the major problems with that saw is the blade slipping off the front and back of the wheel. Now, I've addressed this by adding a lip here. It's nothing crazy. I believe it's only a couple millimeters. Yeah, it's 2 millimeters of a lip, but given that one of the main problems I had with the original wheel that came with the saw was that the blade would slip off all the time. I mean, it would drive me nuts. If the tension wasn't perfect, or it started getting warped a little bit, or the wheel just wasn't as stable, it would slip off. And it's like every single time I'd back up out of a coral or a rock, it would slip off, and it was just a huge pain. That is no longer an issue with this wheel. Definitely not an issue. I was cutting some Zoes the other day, got the blade stuck, but was managed to like give it a tug that would normally flip it off the wheel. The original one, no issues, and kept moving forward. Now, the top wheel, if anything, it's going to slip off of there. If that comes a problem, I will make a top wheel again. I'll just have to add it to the list of things I got to get done. But besides that, there is a spacer here that was actually built into the original wheel that came with the saw. This is a spacer that you'll put in place here. So you'll add this first. I believe it's I think it's 30 millimeters. I'll have to check and see. Let's see what we got here. It is actually, it's a lot smaller. It's 11.5. I don't know where I got the 30 from. Oh, it's 30 wide. There we go. It's 11.5. And basically this is going to bridge the gap that this wheel will sit next to. That way it's lined up with the top one. So if that makes any sense. Now right here, I do have some spacers. This is, it's going to come assembled when you get it, so you don't really have to worry about this, but this is pretty much for me. These spacers actually bridge the gap between the wheel bearing and the metal rod that held the original wheel. I was not able to find a wheel bearing that would fit perfectly over that, so I bought one that was a little bit larger and made 3D printed fittings that would bridge the gap. So basically your wheel bearing will go on the inside of both of these. They'll clamp in together. They definitely don't need to be glued because they're super tight. I mean, I've done probably 30 test prints to make this fit perfectly on multiple printers just based on nozzles. And it allows it to clip in there. Then it will slide over the original pipe or metal rod or whatever it is that's on the saw, and it will spin freely. So basically, wheel bearing goes in there. Then it clips on the inside of the saw or of the wheel, and then we have this cover here that clamps it on there. It does get glued in place. Nothing that you have to worry about. Basically, all you have to do is take the spacer, put it on there, put your wheel in this place, and then use the original metal washer or stopper screw that came with the saw, which will hold all this in place. And yeah, it fits very well. I've been using it here for a little while, no issues. And yeah, so the whole purpose of this video is not only just show you an inside look that you wouldn't be able to see if I was showing you downstairs, and basically just want to say thank you for all the suggestions and everybody putting their information out there and giving me ideas. You guys come to me with a problem. I try to fix it the best I can. If it's still a problem or something needs to be adjusted, you guys are always up to let me know, and I try to work on that for you. So with that said, if you guys have anything that's going on in your hobby or anything that that you need help with or need to be worked on or you need some kind of solution for, feel free to reach out to me. If I have the time and the resources, I will definitely sit down and help you out. So with that said, guys, hopefully you enjoy the video. Any questions, let me know. You can find these on my website, fishofhex.com, and appreciate you. All right, peace.